What's
I'd
up?
rather much rather play the Ravens in the playoffs than the Chiefs. Because
I'd
they're a
agree.
division rival and we can handle them.
I would agree. What's up, everybody? In the Truth Serum here, Joey the Truth Wagner with you, Charlie Schaefer with me, recapping the Week 12 victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers in Cincinnati. Final score, Pittsburgh 16, the Bengals 10. And the Steelers are 1-0 without offensive coordinator Matt Canada, as he was fired on Tuesday. And what a game plan put together. What a game plan put together here this week by Eddie Faulkner and by Mike Sullivan. What a great game plan they put together, everybody. And this is just one here. We just gotta laugh. We gotta laugh our tails off here, everybody. Matt Canada was the offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers for 44 regular season games. Not one game. They did not have one game with 400 yards of total offense. Today, this afternoon, today, Eddie Faulkner, Mike Sullivan on 5 days prep. 5 days prep. On a job that they did not have. New job in the door, little prep, 5 days. Division rival on the road against a okay defense. 421 total yards of offense, and the Steelers looked like a real offense. They looked like a legitimate offense that could actually move the football, and they deserved a lot more than 16 points. They deserved a lot more than 16 points today.
Especially what went on in the end of the half. And just the first quarter, the first half in general, a few missed scoring opportunities, the drops by Deontay Johnson, the no-call pass interference against Tyler Uzi on Pat Freiermuth. Score could have been a lot higher, but it wasn't for a lack of offensive skill or play calling. Offense played out of its mind today. Especially, I loved how we threw the rock to Pat Freiermuth over the middle so many times. It was great to see. That was the sole difference.
That was the sole difference today. That was the sole difference.
They used the middle of the field. It was a monster performance, everybody. Like they were saying, monster performance for Pat Freiermuth. 9 receptions for 120 yards. They used the middle of the field. Freiermuth actually more than doubled. I'm sorry. He exactly doubled his receiving output in this game alone compared to what he had the entire season. Came into today with 60 receiving yards, had 120 today. Kenny Pickett looked really good. He looked confident. He was letting it rip. He used the middle of the field. And he looked a lot like the guy that we saw at the end of last season where he was showing promise. Guys, I just got to make this statement here. From day one, we all knew how awful Matt Canada was. We knew how awful he was as an offensive coordinator. I'm going to say this. He was awful. But seeing this talent with these coaches on a short week, we knew that Matt Canada was terrible, okay?
Yep.
I think he was actually worse than we thought he was, and we thought he was bad.
I know. I think the whole thing. You can hear me?
Yes.
I think the whole situation is that we knew schematically and play scheme wise, nothing was going to change. However, I think his ability to call plays, understand the feel for the game, it just wasn't there. It wasn't there at all, and he lacked a lot of confidence in that aspect.
In the run
I totally
game,
agree.
the run game was still really, really good today. Najee Harris, 99 yards rushing and a touchdown. Jalen Warren, 49 yards rushing on 13 carries.
With the running game, I'm sorry to cut any of you guys off, but I feel like it has to be said. I think the absolute difference when it comes to that running game was them putting Najee in the eye or being behind. He's not good running there from the gun, being on the side of the quarterback. He needs to be put in the pistol or in the eye formation. That's where he strives the most. And I'm sure you guys saw throughout the game, that's where he got the bulk of his yards, was in the eye or in the pistol. Jalen Warren is the one that can kind of run out the gun to the side. I think he's an all-around back. But Najee just ran like Najee today. And like to Charlie's point earlier, the difference in today's game was the middle of the field. Because when you use the middle of the field, it just opens up the offense. The defense has to account for a lot more things at that point. You know what I mean? I wish we could have got some touchdowns in the air. But I honestly think Kenny had a heck of a game. I think anyone who ever questioned his arm talent or that throwing power, I think it was there off rip. Some of those throws down the middle were zoom, like fast. Like what I thought was a touchdown to Deontay, that seemed like it got there faster than I even assumed. Like, whoa, okay.
No, and it was a needle too. It was a great pass. Not even considering the arm. It was just right on target.
Yeah, I know.
Beautiful.
He had a great day. He had a great day through the air. Kenny Pickett finishing 24 of 33 for 278 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. And is this actually the first time in a long time that we can say with the Steelers offense, they played very well and they deserved a lot more than the 16 points that they put on the board?
Of course. Let's take a look at Kenny Pickett's stats, actually. 72.7% completion percentage, 278 yards in the air, 24 for 33. His passer rating was 97.8, averaging 8.5 per play. That is much better than we've seen all season.
Yep. And I'll tell you guys this also. If this offense can keep this up and even get to finishing drives, there's no reason, especially with the quarterbacks they're about to face, they could really win a lot more games. Like I don't see who they're going to lose to necessarily if the offense can keep this momentum. I think the defense is showing you that it's hard for people to get 17 points on that defense. Yeah, they might give up a lot of yards, but it seems very.
It's the NFL in 2023, Victor. It's the NFL in 2023. You're going to get your yards. You're going to get your yards. Just keep them out of the end zone.
We really got, even if they're playing lesser quarterback, it's hard for folks to, like, genuinely, guys, get 17 to 20 points on this defense. It's like the offense only has to score 17 to 20 points to have a chance to win every game, I feel like, with the defense we have. So that's really it. That's all I got for you guys. I got to get going. The middle of the field was the absolute difference today.
A massive step in the right direction, and the prudence of firing Matt Canada was to basically, and Victor, I'll make this point really quick. You and I were talking 2022 draft, with the quarterback situation with Pickett. We said the Steelers cannot draft Malik Willis because Matt Canada will ruin him. Matt Canada nearly ruined Kenny Pickett. Hopefully they fired him and got him out of the building before the quarterback's development was ruined. Because as we've said before with Pickett, I know we were harsh on Kenny last week, and it was deservedly so. When you're only throwing for 106 yards, you got to deal with that and deal with the heat being thrown your way. But they got the trouble out of the building, hopefully before it was too late. And if Pickett plays like he did today and does it consistently, they got the dumpster fire out of the building before it's too late.
All right, hey, Joey, I got to go. Nice talking to you guys. Good win today.
Thank you, Charlie. Have a good one, my friend.
You guys, bye.
But everybody, a very encouraging win for the Steelers today. 16-10 winners, over 400 yards of offense. And the offense looking in rhythm and doing a good job of moving the football. 22 first downs. 22 first downs for the Steelers. 6.2 yards a play. Rushing for over 150 yards. Big step in the right direction, everybody, for the Steelers offense. Big step in the right direction. And they get win number 7 today.